各位朋友，大家好！现在是2012年的12月31日下午的3点50分。现在已经夕阳照得非常的强烈了，我们可以看看光线，加州的阳光就是这么强烈，这么的让人感觉到这种暖意。每一天都是新的，每一天都是有24个小时，并不是缺少什么，所以我们要认真生活好每一天，这是我们能够想要做的，也能够做到的。每天好好的生活，你就会有那种美好的人生等待着你去努力去奋斗。在海外也是一样，因为你自己如果没有努力的话，很多都是困难的。如果你自己去努力的话，牛奶会有的，面包也会有的，什么都会有的。这是我们的一点真实的这种思想的分享。所以看着2021年的这个下午的阳光这么的充足，我们会阳光这么的明媚，漂亮，这么漂亮的阳光，继续读书学习，这是属于我们的课间休息时间。在海外还是要注意安全第一位，其他的事情都没有安全更重要，安全是第一位。Section A, front of truck, clearance lights should be amber in color, properly mounted, not bent, broken, cracked, working properly at all times. Front headlights are not missing, properly mounted, not bent, broken, cracked. High beam and low beam turn signal left and right, and four-way flashes should be amber in color and working properly at all times. Underneath truck, check for leak, wheels or hose hanging, coolant reservoir, properly mounted, not bent, broken, cracked, not leaking, and at the proper lever tab, always tight and secured. If need to add coolant, I will add it here, only when my truck is cool enough to do so. Individual hoses have no abrasion, bubbles, cuts, not leaking, and clamps are secured on both ends of hoses. Water pump is bent driven, properly mounted, not bent, broken, cracked, not leaking, and my broken我们可以到外面的阳光下面。去拥抱一下阳光吧。 拥抱一下阳光。阳光下面好读书呀！拥抱阳光，明媚的阳光。看阳光还是好，阳光还是温暖的，温暖的阳光还是比较好的。夕阳西下，这后面多刺激呀！这阳光，金色的阳光啊，洒过来，漂亮。这个上面就像一个小温室一样。看这上面可以打开，看阳光洒进来。Water pump is built driven, probably mounted, not bent, broken, cracked, no leaking, and my built should not have more than 3/4 of an inch of play. At net, bent driven, probably mounted, not bent, broken, cracked, not missing bolts or parts. Built has no more than 3/4 inch of play. I have no loose wires. All in good condition, not frayed, and no eagle tap used. Pour steering reservoir is properly mounted, not bent, broken, cracked, not leaking, and properly lever hose has no aberration, bubbles, cuts, column secured on both ends of hose and not leaking. Oil dipstick. This will uncheck my oil lever to make sure is at the proper level at all times. Oil cup is tight and secured, and I will add oil here if necessary. Pour steering pump is properly mounted to the air compressor and not bent, broken, cracked, and not leaking. Air pressure gear driven, properly mounted, not bent, broken, cracked, and not leaking. Steering shaft, not bent, broken, cracked, no more than 2 inch of free play. U-joints properly lubricated. Steering gear box and hose properly mounted, not bent, broken, cracked, not leaking. Steering linkage, pitman arm, drag link, steering knockers, tie rod ends are all properly mounted, not bent, broken, cracked. Caster nuts and cutter pins properly mounted, not missing. Spring mounts properly mounted, not missed bolts, not bent, broken, cracked. Leaf spring is not shaft, not bent, broken, cracked, secured with U-bolts and space. U-bolts are secured to axial and not missing any bolts, not bent, broken, cracked. Shock absorber is properly mounted, not bent, broken, cracked, and not leaking. Hydraulic fluid. Brake hose and air lines have no aberration, bubbles, cuts, not leaking, and are secured with clamps at both ends. Brake chamber clamps around the chamber are properly mounted, not bent, broken, cracked, and not leaking. Slack adjust is properly mounted, not bent, broken, cracked. Pushy rod is secret to the slack adjust with a pin and cord key properly mounted, not bent, broken, cracked. No more than 1 inch of free play when brakes are released. Brake trim, not bent, broken, cracked, not eagle wheels properly mounted. Brake shoes have no less than quarter inch of thickness. Brake lining, not bent, broken, cracked, free from oil, grease, and white powder, properly mounted, not bent, broken, cracked. Front tie should be properly inflated to 100 psi or at manufacture. Space fraction, and I will check the pressure with a tie gauge. Evenly one tread, no news, aberration, bubble cuts, not leaking, and tie dips no less than 432 value steam, not bent, broken, cracked, not leaking, no recap ties in the front. Rim is not bent, broken, cracked, properly mounted, not eagle wheels. Largest nuts are present, none missing. No rust trails or shiny threads that would indicate large nuts are loose. Hub seal, properly mounted, not bent, broken, cracked, not missing any boots, no leaking, and proper lever. 这是 section A。感谢您的订阅，您的订阅是对我最大的支持，您的点赞和评论，我将及时回复给大家。谢谢您的收看，下次节目再见。这是张向东在美国洛杉矶，2021年12月31日下午的3点58分给您带来的报道。拜拜。